Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are having a lovely day with all that's considered. It's gloomy here in Georgia, and it's extremely warm for it to be like raining. So, yeah. Um, I decided to do this first because I'm like that. One day I'm more enthusiastic about doing my podcast, and some days I'm not. It just all depends on me. Anyway, I guess I want to do 3 platforms a day. So we're gonna go head right into what's been going on lately. Because there's been a lot going on. So I'm gonna start with my saved stuff first. Please ignore the Pika videos. I'm gonna call them Pika videos because I have Pika. I have a thing with eating ice. I got a cup of ice right now. Don't judge me. I don't judge you and what you do. Also, please ignore the sexy picture of Orion, Papa Sonny. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, he's yummy. He's delicious. Granted, y'all don't even see it. So I'm we were talking about this. Y'all don't even see because I haven't even shared the screen yet. So ignore what I just said in the beginning. I didn't say nothing. Um, let's see. Hold on. Let me get it together first. I'm gonna go behind this right here. Gotta talk about this right here. Cause y'all be trying too much. Okay. Okay, so apparently I can't control the video. Um, so yeah. It's giving get your life together, ma'am. We're gonna go to my Instagram first. I got a lot of stuff pulled up today. So they're trying to make Pie Man a thing. That's my couple relationship name for them. It's Pie Man. That's my relationship name for them. It's Pie Man. Y'all want to make it a thing? It's a thing. So she pulled up on Pie Man in Nigeria to see what he was doing, okay? Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why she pulled up on Pipe Man for. I don't. But her booty looks extra juicy in those tights. Why her butt looks so juicy? And I need Simon to give me his like veneer doctor because I want the same veneer. I gotta first pull some teeth and then we gotta re-put some teeth in my mouth and I want some new veneers. Y'all be judging people getting plastic surgery. Don't be mad. Don't be mean. Okay. I want these veneers. So Pyman is trying to be a thing. Um, so this is what she had to say. She said, "Surprise, shouty." I pulled up on Bay in Lagos, Nigeria, and he was so shocked. Actually, he's still in shock that I hopped up on the 11-hour flight to see that ass. I miss my baby, and plus, he had been back and forth Benin and Lagos visiting his mother, so I went to bring some extra sunshine. Where he at? Where his mama at? Is she in Benin or is she in Lagos? in Lagos. You know, women's intuitions are not wrong, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Moving right along. I'm glad Portia. I'm glad Pyman is still going strong. Let me know when y'all get married. I want to be there. Now, this right here is weird. Okay, explain to me this. Okay, so this man was on dating apps, dating single mothers. And the whole point of him dating single mothers was to get close to their children. I know y'all read the article at the same time I read the article. So yeah. So I'm gonna read what it says, and its contributor to this is Nayara. It says a Texas man, Epifanio Adolfo Jimenez has been taken into custody after reportedly targeting single mothers on dating apps to get close to their children, says KLTV. Jimenez, who used the handle Harley on his dating profile, requested to spend time with the women and their children. It's unclear what dating app Jimenez used. Jimenez was taken into custody after officials administered an investigation for aggravated sexual assault of a child per reports. Why is this man not dead? And this is sad because it's like once again you're reinforcing, like, you know, you making single mothers feel like they can't date, and that's not fair. They should be able to date. Then you got this creep right here who ruins it for everybody. So y'all be careful on dating apps. Be careful and be mindful of what you do. Just be careful and be mindful. Yeah, he's so freaking hot. Y'all don't understand. Like, me and my mom used to have arguments about me loving him because, like, word on the street is he looked just like a Morian, and we ain't giving a Morian that time of day. You know, I just always thought he was more attractive. Shout out to Papa Sunny. That's a personal video. I wasn't looking at him. I told you I want to give him the time of day. Next story. Oh boy. It says colorful cereal Lucky Charms is causing vomiting and diarrhea to consumers across the country. It's getting weird. I was never a Lucky Charm eater. I was more of a Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops type of girl. But my great grandmother wouldn't let me have those cereals, so it was Raisin Bran. It kept me regular. Um, the contributor to this is Ebony Kiera. It says General Mills cereal, which holds the slogan "Magically Delicious." It's magically believed to be making those who eat it sick to their stomachs. According to the New York Post, the complaints were posted on a website called iwaspoisoned.com, where about 139 consumers nationwide reported the popular marshmallow cereal caused them to vomit and experience diarrhea after eating the bowl. The consumer complaint started around July of last year. Many parents reported that their children experienced symptoms after eating the sugary snack. Several complaints came about this year, and the founder of iwaspoisoned.com, Patrick Quaid, told the Post he alerted General Mills in September. The company never responded. General Mills stated in the complaint are under reviews, but they don't believe there is a correlation between the cereal and the illness. Spokesperson Andrea Williamson for the company said food safety is our priority. We are aware of the consumer claims submitted via the website, have conducted a thorough and internal investigation. Based on our food safety program and review of consumers' feedback we received directly, we do not believe these complaints are attributed to our product. We encourage consumers to share their feedback directly with General Mills to ensure it is captured in the ongoing review. The other reason why your kid might be experiencing stomachache is they could be lactose intolerant. I'm just saying. I was trying to figure out why cereal made me sick. And it might not have been the cereal. It might have just been the fact that I was intolerable to lactose. So, but they still should do their investigation. Weird things like this is happening. But since we want to talk about this, I want to talk about a story real quick. And it had to do with what this lady was talking about when it came to this. Wait a minute. Let me see. Did I get rid of that? Make sure I get rid of this. Then make sure I get rid of this because I don't like saving these things. I save these things just so I can talk about it on here. I want to go back to this right here where this lady was talking about kids and what we feed the kids. I don't have any cheering yet. So I'm just saying, this is for the parents out there, and this lady basically said this. This is Good Day Charlotte. So I want you guys to listen to what she had to say. I don't know why you can't control the video. I can't stand not controlling the video. So here it goes. It says the effect of artificial ingredients in children's food.
And in Europe, they actually require a warning label that says may cause adverse effects on activity and attention in children. So they affect the hyperactivity of children. So this affects children's health, these artificial food dyes. And they're creating new cereals like this baby shark cereal targeting little children. This is not stuff that little kids need to be eating. There's another chemical in there too called BHT. That's an endocrine disrupting chemical that can affect children's hormones.
The interesting thing about this is they do it differently in other countries.
Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, all of those cereals that Kellogg's makes in other countries, they're already making these cereals without artificial food dyes and without BHT. They already have the formula and the recipe. What's taking them so long? Kellogg's is a corporation that in 2015 decided to remove artificial food dyes from their cereals, made a commitment to do so by the end of 2018. Well, they haven't done it yet. And so they recognize that these artificial food dyes are problematic. And in the UK and in Europe, they actually require a warning label that says may cause adverse effects on activity and attention in children. So they affect the hyperactivity of children. So this affects children's health, these artificial food.
So if the artificial coloring is causing kids to endocrine system to be interrupted by BHT, it's not too far-fetched. These cereals are actually making these kids sick. Now, they removed the artificial dyes in the European Kellogg brand, but they have not started doing it in America. Why? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying right there? It's like other countries, they banned the food. And I have some more articles. I will be talking about that later. I'll probably bring it up on Friday. I have a lot of stuff I have not brought up that's old, but should be brought up, but it's an everyday issue. That's about this. So just be mindful. I ain't telling you what to feed your children. Just be mindful. Be careful. Okay? I just looked at some of the articles I have and This better not be over an hour long. Yes, you read this correctly. It says Texas man arrested after allegedly storing son's dead body in his kitchen since 2018. It says authorities have arrested a Texas dad after they found the skeletal remains of his son in the kitchen of his home in New Boston. New Boston Police Department arrested 67-year-old David McMichael after they recovered his son's body. Jason McMichael in the father's home, located about 150 miles northeast of Dallas. The horrific discovery came about after a relative from out of state contacted authorities and asked for a welfare check to be performed on Jason. According to the police, they asked McDaniel if they knew why they were at his home. Mr. McDaniel advised them that it was because he had a body in his kitchen and told authorities it was that of his son who had passed away in May 2018. Unfortunately, the family was unaware that Jason had been dead for over 4 years. McMichaels is currently charged with the abuse of a corpse. Police are investigating whether his father murdered Jason or if he died of natural causes. What natural causes are you dying of? Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm assuming that his son was probably late 20s, early 30s. That's an assumption. An autopsy of his remains will be conducted, and they have been taken to the Southwest Institute of Forensic Science in Dallas for identification. Y'all know my slogan from my podcast, what is done in the dark it comes to light. Well, I tell you, the Age of Aquarius started around this year, around last year, around the year before that, something like that. If you're hearing about stuff that happened 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it's been hidden for so long, but it comes to light now. And it comes to light because we're in the age of Aquarius and everything is coming to light. Everything's coming to the forefront. Just like everything that happened with Jeffrey Epstein, which I have a wild card Wednesday. I've been talking about Jeffrey Epstein on my podcast. These walls are thin. And all this is coming to light because what was hidden is not hidden anymore. So all these things is popping up and things happen like this is popping up. It's sad that his family didn't get to mourn him the way they wanted to mourn him. This is his father. Maybe he left special instructions. I don't quite know, but it is very weird. Next story. That's not a story. This is funny to me. I thought this was hilarious. When I saw it, I was like, she know good and well she ain't got that many cheering. This is Sukiana. And she has to get back to her honey and take care of her children because bills don't pay for themselves. She said, after my show with Summer Walker, I'm back to my ghetto life. I am a mother first. Taking them to the buffet to eat because there's too many of them and I got to pay bills. And I got bills due. Plus, gas is expensive, child. I'm saving my money for their tuition. So, this is how she's saving money. Y'all laughing, but real life people have to do this. Okay? This is a real thing. Okay? Especially with them gas prices. You just got to figure out how to fit all 12 of your children inside a sedan.
The kids, it's time to get up in the car. Y'all know what to do. Let's go. Paprika, BBCC, so let's go. Y'all know the vibes. Let's go. Oh. Don't act brand new like I don't know how to say.
God damn, ain't this a lot of kids?
The kids, it's time to get up in the car. Y'all know what to do. Let's go. Paprika, BBCC, so
she's saving money. That's why y'all in that old car. The entertainment industry don't be paying that well. They be lying to y'all. They be sitting here telling you they got stacks on top of stacks. No, that's a lie. You have to go on tour and make money, okay? That's why y'all in that old car. Y'all be mistaken. Y'all think the entertainment industry be paying these people money. They give them upfront money. You in debt. I told y'all that, okay? Lil Durk is $40 million in debt right now to a record label. Kid you not. So go ahead and get in that car. And it saves money on gas too. Mm-hmm.
Messed out. Oh.
I'm mad she climbed this side. She climbed this side and driver's side. What happened? Ain't did nothing wrong with the head. There was nothing wrong with the head. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh my god. Ugh. As much as this is funny, this is real life. This is a real life situation. This is a real life problem. You know, just investing in an SUV is not a good idea at this point right now. Which granted, y'all should have got rid of y'all SUVs by what? By when I was in high school, which like 13 years ago. Y'all should have been got rid of them things. Cause gas prices is high. I don't know what in the homophobia hell is going on here on this show. At this point, I'm gonna tell y'all this. You gotta understand when agenda is being pushed. And I noticed the agenda they're being pushed, it's like everybody versus black people, basically. You got the LGBTQ community that says black people treat them like trash. And it started with Lil Nas X. You have the Asian community coming out and saying that we're a danger to them. And then Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. So now black men don't like black men. Like, what is going on here? What is popping off right now? What is going on? I don't get it. But this episode right here, after they had their little argument with the gays versus the straights in the house, and they said, you know, this house is strictly for poontang. And the gays are like, wait a minute, we can't have no thing in here, just poontang. We men too. We got needs too. Hello. But this episode is at the Culture Bowl, and this episode is where they see the whole situation with the baby and Danny Lee's brother get into the fight.
So we're turned up, we're feeling ourselves, we got a few drinks, and it's definitely a vibe at this point. Like, I'm really excited. And then shit just goes left.
Like, what the fuck? What's going on?
It was the baby, and they was fighting. But why was they fighting on that slippery thing? See, that's why I gotta get from where I'm at right now, because, you know, they ain't fighting right.
I hear boom, 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 and I look to the left, and it's the fucking the baby. You know what I'm saying? And it was just
first and foremost, how you got a whole reality show go on with this thing with them? This is why I say I don't have strong feelings anymore about what goes on it with the like when the baby and the whole situation went down, they trying to get you to feel bad for Danny Lee's brother, but you told him to pull up. And you did tell him to pull up. Don't sit there like you didn't. It wasn't like he was sitting up here and fighting a defenseless man. You said you were going to see about him because of what he did to Danny Lee. Right? Right. So the baby said, what's good? But why there's a whole reality show going on realities? And this is why I don't ever have a strong feeling about nothing that happens when it's on camera, when it's dealing with celebrities, when it's dealing with reality stars. I don't believe it. Not Your Fight is on Zeus. This is why I don't believe y'all. Y'all need more people, Hollywood. Come on. I don't believe anything. I was like, how come people knew about this? What's going on? Y'all filming a whole reality show around this whole fight.
Crazy. At our party, here we are, Zeus, London on track, a whole fucking brawl with the baby at our shit. Welcome to fucking LA.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I do have plans of going to LA this summer, though. You gotta get the curtains together. But I do have plans of going to LA. This is why I say I don't have strong feelings about stuff no more. This is why I don't have strong feelings about stuff. Because there's always cameras. Boom. Some of the stuff I'm gonna talk about on Friday, I don't really want to get into. And some of this is videos. Let's talk about this. I want to talk about this. Everybody's giving their opinion. Of course, I'm gonna give my opinion about this. I asked my mom, and she said it was a dying wish, and I felt the same way. Cause if you told your family, hey, if I die, I want my body in a club, and I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. I did say that too. I was like, y'all gonna mourn me. Granted, I have no plans on dying young. So I have plans on being like 1,000 years old with my corpse in the club. I don't want you gonna celebrate life, actually celebrate my life. I don't want y'all crying. I don't want y'all upset. I want an actual celebration of my life. Okay. So the club made a statement about what had happened. It says, our deepest condolences to Good News family, friends, and fans. Bliss was contacted by a local funeral home to rent out our venue for Good News homegoing celebration. Bliss was never made aware of what would transpire. We sincerely apologize to all those who may be upset or offended. Please keep Good News family and friends in your prayers at this difficult time. Respectfully, Bliss Management. Y'all, okay, so a funeral home contacted you, right? We're gonna make 1 and 2. Well, 1 and 1 equal 2, right? Funeral home contact your club. So can they have something? What part of a dead body did you not understand was gonna be in your club? Of course, fans are outraged, but this is what his family wanted, and this is what he wanted. You can't argue what people want, and then, oops. You can't get mad at what people want. That's what they want. That's what they want. The heart wants what the heart wants. New York. But one of the YouTubers I watched, Lovely T, she made a good point about the spirits and the spirits. Y'all go check it out. I think it was on her last live stream that she did. And she was talking about the spirits and the spirits. You're in a club and you drinking. And she said they made good money off of this. They did make good money off of this. Because the club was packed. And you got spirits and spirits. Keep in mind, they were drinking. There was a bar. Right? So you got a spirit that's deceased around people drinking spirits. You smell me? You don't get it. She described it better. She talks about it. Lovely T. She made a good point with that. I was gonna say this. It didn't smell right to me. Granted, people be having full-blown sex in the bathroom at clubs. So it's like, it's not like it's a place that's not full of sin. And I'll be straight up honest with you also. Don't count me as wrong. And I'm not saying this about him specifically, but some people don't need to have a church service. Some of these people y'all passing, as quiet as it's kept, you don't need to be having a church service. You don't need to be doing it in a place of holiness and spirituality and spiritual positivity, because that person raised hell when they were alive. So maybe a club is more fitting. Maybe just doing it in a funeral home is more fitting. Stuff like that. But there's a trend to this. So, yeah. I ain't gonna sit here and there's a meaning behind this. Okay. I'll talk about Cardi B later on this week. I'll talk about this later on this week too. I'll talk about this later. I'll talk about this later on this week too. There's some of the stuff that's heavy and I don't want to talk about it right now because I'm just not. It's raining and you know you're prone to be depressed when it rains. But look at this. They're figuring out how to do things in Germany. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I want science results. I want to see what scientists are going to say about this happening. I want to hear like what's going to happen to him taking all these vaccines. So this man gets 90 COVID-19 vaccination shots allegedly to sell Vax cards. So instead of you getting the vaccine, he gets the vaccine and then give you the stuff for the cards. I want to medically see what happened to him with all them shots that he getting. They cannot be good for him. I want to know what happens to him. I really do. I want to know what's going to happen to this guy. And why it's going to happen. Because I'm curious what happened if you get vaccinated 90 times. I'm curious. He did it all in one sitting, but you got to understand throughout the years, you have been getting a group of shots all your life. I mean, when you're born into this world, you get a vaccine. I think it starts at 3 months. I'm not quite sure. It starts at 3 months because your immune system is already where they say your immune system is weak when you come into the world. Okay. So your immune system is weak. So you have to wait until 3 months to where your immune system is a little bit strong to get your first shot. Then you get another shot, I think at 5 months or 6 months. Then you get another shot. You just keep getting shots and you get shots up until you won. Then you got to take shots to go to school. You got to take shots to go to elementary school. You got to take shots to go to middle school. I remember back in the day, we had to take shots to go to middle school. I remember that. I had to take a shot to go to middle school. You got to get shots to go to high school. Then you take shots to go to college. This is what's going on in America. This guy is German. So I don't know how many shots they had to take throughout his life, but he took 90 shots. But if you add up all the shots that you take in your life, including if you regularly get a flu shot and you got your 4 vaccination shots, your booster. I'm sorry. Your booster. I know I don't have COVID. I have allergies. That's why I have. You get your booster. You get your so you get the 4 shots with COVID, and then you still get the flu shots. By the time you're 60, you probably do add up to 90 vaccination shots. But this guy is doing it in one sitting just so people can get qualifications for getting a shot for COVID. Girl, I want to see what happens to him. I want to see what goes down with him. I want to update on this man. Because he lived past 5 years. I go ahead and get vaccinated. Like I said, I've thought about it, and every time I think about going to get vaccinated, something turns me off extremely. So yeah. I'll talk about this over the weekend. On Saturday, Friday too. We'll talk about this on Saturday too. Cause I gotta get to my podcast, y'all. Oh, this right here. We're gonna talk about this. And ignore my ice videos. I tell y'all. Let's talk about this. I have to go in on a trouble man because I don't like him. I don't care. Yes, I live in Atlanta. So, and exactly. So, the troubled man interrupt this girl's comedy set because he was mad she made jab at his alleged sexual the sexual abuse allegations, sexual assault allegations that were made by young girls. Okay? So he interrupted her and he did several things that I thought was troubling. And I would have pressed charges on him, but you gonna see what happened in the end. You gonna wonder why he offered her this. I need y'all to look at this video to see why he offered her $1 million. I guess the city of Atlanta's gonna pay for it.
Me for all of y'all. No, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. Yo. As many times as you talk on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case.
Now, I'm gonna say this before y'all get mad and before I know y'all like why he called her nigga. I've been called nigga before. Well, duh. Whether it's to my face or not, I'm pretty sure I've been called a nigga. That's a duh. But I don't know how how I feel about the context in which he used, because you could take it either way. A lot of times people will say nigga, they mean it in a way of you're my nigga, you're my homie. But if you mean it in a negative way, he's kind of calling her dude. So, I mean, you could take that either way you're saying or whatever. But one thing you ain't gonna do is tell me to shut the fuck up. That's a fight within itself. Who are you talking to? I'm not a child. I ain't King. I ain't Major. I ain't Deja. Who you talking to? Calm down. Why you so mad about this? If you didn't do it, you didn't do it. And then, isn't it kind of ironic that everybody that's being attacked is a Libra? That's kind of ironic. Like, everybody that's being attacked is a Libra recently. Cardi B had a meltdown. Y'all still mad at Will Smith and blaming Jada. Y'all always love blaming Virgos for shit. Like, fuck you. And now it's T.I. What is it? Attack a Libra season? Isn't the moon in Libra? I think the moon is in Libra, isn't it? My moon's in Libra. It's like, what's up with y'all Libras now? Everybody just attacking y'all. Everybody just going in on y'all. Let's continue to watch this video.
Ain't never beat no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally. First of all, happy abort day. We've never had a forum on crime. T.I. is innocent. I truly believe it. Get it up for him. There is no charge. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't play with me about that. I haven't. Hey. Me.
Girl. All right. So let's move right along because I got two more stories I want to talk about. This is the lady talking about the whole situation and what happened.
Now, he gets off stage. I'm making jokes about shit, about to bring up another comedian. He proceeds to start heckling from the crowd, calling me all kind of oh, I need to shut the fuck up. Nobody's talking about this. Then he proceeds to continue to tell me to take my wig off. Take your wig off in front of everybody. Trying to humble black
But
women.
by the way, can we talk about this real quick? I am so damn tired of Andre Caldwell in the comics section. You famous. Why you arguing with us peasants? Let us peasants be peasants.
Nobody's special. And please don't walk up on me again. I'm mad dangerous. I'm going to tell y'all the real story so we can go ahead and get this shit out the way. Number one. So I'm going to explain this one time. I'm going to tell y'all.
This is what she said. What happened, what went down. Okay, we get the story. I don't have a video where he bear hugged her, honey. Ugh. Y'all know I'm talking about Ghislaine this week as well. Oh, yeah. I can't wait for Doctor Strange is coming out too. Oh my goodness. Okay. So dang it. Oh. For some reason, I did not catch the other part. Let me see if I can find the other part. I'm gonna go to the neighborhood talk real quick. Star Jones is hosting divorce court now. Lord Jesus. Why y'all can't keep a judge on divorce court? All right. So That's why I just saved. T.I. said, somebody said, oh, T.I. said that he didn't say he called her a bitch. All right. Y'all, now the clip I showed y'all, I didn't show the whole clip, but the clip I showed y'all, he did call her a bitch when he was heckling in the audience. I don't have that clip. I can't find it. I'm not gonna look for it because I have to do a podcast about some important things. But T.I. called her a bitch. He said that she didn't. He didn't. And he said, well, if you prove that I called you a bitch, I'm gonna give you $1 million. So you gonna give her $1 million? Let's read what T.I. had to say. Okay. Crap. Which this right here is weird. All right. So this is what T.I. has to say. It says, I said from my interest into the world of comedy that I intend to use my light to shine on others, to bring awareness to those who also have love and respect for the art form. In the spirit of that, everyone, I'd like to introduce you to, she's Lauren Kay. She's a young up-and-coming comic on the scene in Atlanta. Check her out. She's a young Black woman fighting to use her voice for laughter and understand that it may take us down dark roads at times, but there's always an opportunity to find a beacon of light and produce a positive outcome. As I say all the time, all ships rises with the high tide. May she use whatever fame and notoriety she received for good. I wish you the best and hope you bring the world more joy and laughter, the light you receive. I'm done my part here. Moving on, love and respect. Let's be honest though, he did give her the clout that she needed. Now people are curious. And this is him saying that. He says, well, damn, it's a T.I. allegedly denies call a comedian. Well, T.I. denies calling comedian. He was arguing with the bitch, say he'll give her $1 million. She could provide video proof of video. So now you gotta give her $1 million.
That's your name. Never called you a bitch. You give me a video where I called you a bitch, I give you $1 million. Where I call you a bitch at? Where did I call you a bitch? You see where the shit got twisted? Never called you.
So he did call her a bitch. And she said, bro, I just want to tell jokes and for this man to lie on me and then make it seem like I need to do this for clout. I'm sorry we was at my show. Laugh out loud, huh? It's an insult to me. I didn't put the work in for years to try to make it off scandal. I'm funny. I fuck with me and the truth coming out, and I'm going to continue to tell it. For this 40-plus man to go on live and continue to lie and make BS where it should be is gross. I want to let this whole thing go, but this nigga used his platform to lie on me, and people are going for it.
I'm going to tell y'all the real story so we can go ahead and get this shit out the way. Number one, T.I. came to the show. Appreciate it. He did a 45-minute set.
I told y'all once again, they're using several different tactics to divide and conquer. And people, of course, because y'all are hypersensitive snowflakes who are very high sensitive, and if even a wet, warm tongue touch you, you lose your mind. Be careful with this. I'm gonna say this. Y'all know I'm not side on T.I. I don't like T.I. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't care for him. But not only in the process of this happening, he also touched her. Not touched her like that, but he gave her a hug and took the mic out of her hand. And I'm one of those people where it's like, first and foremost, don't be cussing me out and then you touch me. You touch me while I'm cussing you out, I'm pretty sure you're going to lose an eye because I don't like people touching me. I can't find the footage. I will post it very soon. I will show you whether it's on my platform, which is Lady Tiffany Ma _ with Lady Tiffany Ma _ It is what it is. This is not my platform though. This is Neighborhood Talks. But y'all already saw the other stuff. Kim said she in love, honey. You are in love live. All right. So I'm gonna do these last two articles and then I'm gonna keep it moving. Okay. Oh Lord. He mad. Don't be mad. Don't be me. Okay. So it says parents unplug Ring after a 3-year-old claimed voice keeps offering him ice cream at night. Listen to your kids. Okay, it says a little boy claimed that a strange voice has been speaking to him through his Ring camera, has TikTok parents freaking out. Sorry, I said in the post, I said something about I said Alexa, but it wasn't Alexa. But me and Alexa are beefing right now because she be popping up and I'll be talking to her. Okay. So this was a Ring camera. Okay. It says Mom Franchelle at Franchelle O gained over 14.9 million views and nearly 10,000 comments when she uploaded the unsettling security video to her account. While we've seen scary surveillance footage go viral before, like the nursery camera that allegedly captured paranormal activity in a sleeping baby crib, this family's Ring experience has some people side-eyeing their own in-home security cameras. So I want you guys to look at this. I haven't looked at this yet. I just saw this article and I just thought it was interesting. Hold on. You know what?
¿No quieres? ¿Por qué? You talking?
Yeah.
¿At night?
Yeah.
Ma. Yo no dice que la comida la hablo, mamá.
Fox is talking?
No. No.
This is talking?
Yeah.
What is it saying?
It's saying cookie. I want ice cream.
Saying I want ice cream?
Yeah.
And what do you say? Uh-huh. And what do you say?
I think so. I told it. I told it. That's why.
So you tell it is a girl or a boy?
Boy.
A boy?
Girl. I remember my uncle, he gave us Google Home. Okay, y'all like, didn't you say you have Alexa? Yeah, I have Alexa on my computer right now. Okay. So it's a good and it's a bad thing. The reason why it's a bad thing, because you don't know what kind of weirdos in this world that are using Ring and stuff like that to see what your children are doing. You don't know. That's the thing. It's like surveillance is good, but surveillance is bad because you might have some creep that sit up there and try to convince your kid to walk out the door. Because one of the cases I talk about was Asha Degree. And still to this day, it's 22 years later. She would have been 31 years old. They have not found Asha Degree. Now, this was before Alexa, Ring, oh Lord, Alexa done popped up.
I don't know that one.
Leave me alone, girl. Anyway, see what I'm talking about? With your Alexa, with your Google, with your all these things that you have in the house, you don't know what's going on. Now, The voice could have been telling this child to go outside and walk out the door. What if that child walked outside and went outside? Thank God he didn't. Thank God his parents caught this before it got bad. But what if this child decided to one day leave his room at night and go see who's going to give him some ice cream? This is extremely scary. It's a good thing that his parents caught it. But in the same sense, here's the thing. I have a love and hate thing with technology, okay? I am so for these surveillance things because it catch people doing some things. Like we have caught cases where this lady, and I will show you this later on this week. This lady literally got attacked on her porch. This person robbed her at gunpoint on her porch at her house. These rings are good, but it's the same sense. What if somebody hack in there and has ill intention for your child? So you have to be careful. I wish I could dwell on this story, but I can't really dwell on this story because I gotta go. But this is a real issue. Let's keep it moving. I got one more story. Now I'm gonna go into it and I'm gonna do both my podcasts, which is These Walls Are Thin and Tiffany's Epiphanies. Y'all go check them out. Yes, you read this correctly. A Minnesota professor raised $200K in Philando Castile's name for student lunch debt. Now she's ordered to pay back fund she misappropriated. Want to hear the story? Okay, let's go. Let's go. A white woman who raised $200,000 in the name of Philando Castile to pay off or supplement student lunch debt in the St. Paul School District must pay back $120K to the state for misappropriating the funds. State prosecutor states the fundraiser only gave a fraction of the money raised to the intended cause. The New York Times reported that on Monday, March 28th, the Office of Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison announced that Pamela Fergus, a former psychology professor at Metropolitan State University, has agreed to a settlement that will repay thousands of dollars collected during an online fundraiser titled Philando Feeds the Children. Could his family do that? The agreement, which did not require Fergus to admit guilt, was filed in Ramsey County District Court. Now, by court order, she is banned from handling charitable funds in the state. Fergus launched a fundraiser in 2017, a year after Castile was killed by a police officer during a traffic stop. Before his untimely death, the Black man served as a nutrition supervisor at the J.J. Hill Montessori School, and after what just happened? Hold on. Okay. And often paid school lunch fees for students in need. The disgraced educator promised every dollar donated would go to the relief of the lunch debt of elementary school students. The state alleges this did not happen. In June 2021 to June 2021, The charitable division of the Minnesota Attorney General Office sued Fergus for failing to properly spend all the money she raised in the name the man kids affectionately call a Mr. Phil. The lawsuit reveals Fergus originally set the target goal of the fundraiser at $5,000 on the crowdfunding platform youcaring.org. With the car statement that reads, "Please help Philando continue to feed his kids." The page said the monies raised would go to the elementary school where Castile used to work. Once national spotlight was placed on the crowdfunding campaign, Monday started to pour in. Fergus bumped up the target goal to $999,000 and 900. Who the nines, girl? She tried to activate the Holy Spirit. She raised $207,826 in case for children who could not afford food during their break. In October, the woman was quoted saying, "We actually have enough money now to pay off all the schools in St. Paul Public School District. So all of the grade schools, all of middle school, and all of high school, plus more. I mean, we're still making money. I don't think there's an end in sight," the lawsuit says. She said to a news outlet, "I want $1 million in that account. That's my goal. I want $1 million." You said, "I want $1 million." They should have called her when she said, "I want $1 million." The money was pouring in, but it was deposited in her personal account, and only $80,000 and only $80,058.99 was donated to St. Paul Public Schools, according to school official. Fergus wrote 3 checks from the fundraiser to the district: a check for $10,000 on October 13th, 2017, a check for $35,000 on February 27, 2018, and a check for $35,000 on August 13th, 2018. So she didn't even really give the whole fund. Fergus also proposed on a website that there would be an in-class service projected for an undergraduate class she taught at the college connected to the efforts to relieve school debt for students. Castile's mother, Valerie Castile, suspected something was wrong with the charity drive and questioned how the money was being used. Her concern prompted her to contact Ellison's office, and an investigation was launched. In a statement to the Attorney General office, the mother said about the settlement, "You should put that money where it's supposed to go. These things are not for your personal gain. It's not right." The Attorney General said in a statement, the monies received from the settlement will be distributed throughout the St. Paul Public School for the restricted purposes of paying off lunch debts of children in need, the purpose of which Minnesotans donated the funds in the first place. Minnesota law around charitable givings and fundraisers are clear. Those who are raising money for a charity purpose have important duties. The Attorney General office states they cannot mislead or deceive donors about how funds will be used, must use the money for this exact purpose that donors intended, and must have procedures in place to make sure the money is used properly. In addition to those who raise more than $25,000 and meet some other conditions, must register and file specific paperwork with the Attorney General. This article is law. So this woman right here, want y'all to get a good look at her face, Pamela Fergus. She thought it was cute. Now, I understand if she was doing it on behalf of the Castile family. That's the part I want to know, because my thing is, I want her giving her money just blatantly because she did not do it on behalf of the Castile family. She did it. She did it on her own. She raised all the money, but then she pocketed some under the table. The truth is, these kids really need that money to eat lunch at school. I have no more commentary to tell you because I got to get prepared for my podcast. I already went over my time limit. I said an hour. I'm on here for an hour and 4 minutes, girl. What you over here talking about? That was some stuff I had no plan to talk about because I mainly wanted to talk about T.I. I was supposed to talk about August Alsina. Oh, dark-sided Virgo ass. And I was going to talk about something else, but I will come back on later on this week and talk about something else. Talk about the remainder of this, which is August Alsina. And I can't read my title right now. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely Wednesday. The sun is trying to come out, so let's peek it though. Let's peek it though. Thank you guys for listening to my podcast. My podcast. I'm so used to saying listen to my podcast because I'm a podcaster. But thank you guys for watching me, looking at me. Subscribe, like, comment. I don't mind comments. I don't care. It is what it is or whatever. Thank you guys for watching me. I have a lot in store, a lot to talk about, a lot that I want to talk about. Y'all know I'm always outie, but I'm heading right to my podcast as we speak after this to talk about Wild Card Wednesday. And yes, I will come back on here at the end of the week. And I do want to talk a little bit more about, I want to talk about Pedophile Island. I want to talk about the island being on sale and stuff like that. So thank you guys for coming to my show. I am out. See you guys on Friday.